Hi. Today we're going to check out the new Lava Me 4 smart guitar. I read somewhere online that actually this is going to work, so I trust them. Safety on. Make sure the blade's like really sharp. Okay. We're gonna go check this out inside. Let's go. Hey guys, we're back. So this is the Lava Me 4. It's the brand new model from Lava Guitars. I did a review of the Lava Me 3. You can absolutely check that out. This is their brand new model. First up, by the way, most of you know that I don't review stuff, right? I just tell you about things that I already use, pedals, guitars, equipment. This is a wonderful company, and they showed me this guitar, and it's basically it's a smart guitar. You've got like a whole freaking computer in the top of this thing. The main difference between this and the 3, the previous model, which you might have already seen, is it's got a much faster processor. It actually has a truss rod. Check this out. Look at this. Look at it's so freaking cute. You can pull this out. There we go. Easy. You don't want it to fall out, right? So yeah, magnet, there's a little truss rod in there. It comes with the Allen key, Allen wrench, that you can adjust the truss and really get that action nice and low. Most guitars, even remotely like this, travel guitars and stuff, don't have that feature. So that's a game changer in itself. Basically, the coolest thing about this guitar is that you don't have to plug it into anything. You don't have to have an amp, nothing at home. It's got a speaker built inside. You can actually run all of the effects. You can run drum tracks, loops, create, you can record, you can do everything in the guitar. You don't need anything else. So this operates just like a phone screen, right? You swipe up, you can go between apps, click on this tuner here. It's kind of like any other tuner. You know, the cool thing is you can choose between the different tuning modes. So you can have standard, you can have drop D, you can have open tuning, and it's much easier to work with. This screen works much better, by the way, than the previous model. Actually, let me pull. Let's put this off. Let's go. We don't need none of that. Don't be one of the people. Don't be one of those people. Don't be Mick. Don't be Mick. Don't be one of those people that leaves that stuff on. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. Live life. Live your life. Okay. Take it off, and it's going to respond really well. Right, so it's got a bunch of apps, as you can see. I'm going to take you through some of these features. Now, this isn't a video that's trying to sell you on all the features of this guitar. This is something that, as a musician, I'm going to show you some of my favorite parts and some of my favorite features of this particular guitar and why I think it could be useful for you. So, the tuner, no big deal. A lot of guitars have got tuners. The effects is pretty killer. Now, there's so many. There's so many effects. Across the top, you've got reverb, delay, chorus, tremolo, and they're all different. Like if I just click reverb, then these are all the reverb effects. Click on black hole, listen to this. That's coming out of the guitar, like it's not plugged into anything. It's kind of cool. Now on the surface level, you can't actually adjust these effects until you load it into a template. I'm going to make up a template of 3 effects. Template, I want reverb. I want, let's see, maybe a chorus kind of thing. Let's see what this is. It's kind of a chorus delay. Let's try chorus. That's a little bit more of a chorus. Lollipop. That's really subtle. Rainforest. Oh yeah, that's more of a... Okay, cool. So we're going to add that. We're going to add that into the template. So you can see this template has 3 effects. I'm going to put one more on there. Let's do... I like how some effects are like tremolo, like Brendan. Like just it's just the name of a person. Like oh, I'm just going to put Joel on here. Edge of breakup. We got some distortion. Delay. Angry baby. Using this effect. Unplugged. Huh. Let's do a distortion. Let's do Breaking Dawn. I like that. Right, so there's my template. we're live, right? We've got effects, we can choose our effects, or we could go straight into a template, and then we've got our effects here. Now we can select and edit it. Now this is where you can really get into all the little bits. You can change, the tone, you can change the delay. I've kind of already dialed in my reverb here. I was messing around before we started filming this, but it's kind of I made the reverb kind of more subtle. I don't like a reverb that's got super long tails or anything like that, so I made that nice and subtle. I'm going to leave the others as they are. That's so cool. I'll have to create something with that later. All right, it has effects. One of the coolest things about this guitar is the create feature, right? It's actually, on the new model, it's actually got live drums here too, so let's check that out. Select step on A, B, or C to start. Okay, I have to tell you about these pedals. I'm straight up... what's the word? What do we have? ADHD.
No, that's really funny.
What do we have? ADHD. I'm straight up bouncing between stuff because there's so much to this guitar. Right, so this time they sent me some pedals. Check this out. They snap together. You can have one or both of these things. There's no wires. It Bluetooth connects to the guitar, right? And everything, this is the brain. This is the brain right there. Everything is in the guitar, in the computer, inside the computer. So you can control it at your feet. You can step. Pretty cool. B, what do we got? And you can also follow along, like, look, it'll keep you in time visually. Now, I know down here is kind of handy. You can also select this stuff on the screen, but let's go to the ending. Everybody needs to have better rhythm. Drummers obviously included. Bass players obviously included. It's almost more important for everybody else to have good rhythm as it is for the drummer to have good rhythm. Practicing to a tempo. So having that is an absolute game changer. Let's go into something else. We're going to go into create. Check this out. Improvs. So this is a whole track. Basically, let's do the first one. You can either record or just play along. I'm just going to play along.
That tells you the chords. That's cool.
Look at that. What more do you really want?
Oh, and what song is that? That's actually...
Is it a song?
No, yeah.
It's just a bossa. It's a bossa nova.
No, but that's a very...
It's not Girl from... not Girl from Ipanema, is it?
I'm pretty sure that's the exact progression. Yeah, it's that progression. That's cool. They actually have...
I wish I knew how to play Girl from Ipanema, but yeah. This is crazy.
What?
Blues. Oh, blues for Stevie Ray Vaughan. Here you go, look.
Well, there's Pride and Joy.
There it is.
Can I say that?
Yeah. One thing I should have said right at the start of this, which I dive into when I spoke about that red one, which is the ME3, is you need to connect this to a phone. It has to be connected to an app. That could be a deal breaker for some of you. For most people, it's not a big deal. You can connect it to the app and you can really be... you can use the resources within the app, you can save stuff, you can share things within the app, and it just connects to your phone wirelessly.
Is it just iPhone or is it both?
No, Android, iPhone, it doesn't matter. You just download the app. What I did was I downloaded the app and then I left my phone and I almost, I don't need to look into it. You don't have to have your phone there. You don't have to have it associated. You just basically need to sign up. The handy part about that, though, is if you record something on here, like a drum loop or you do an improv, you can share that and I can actually go in here and look at other people that have done an improv to that and I can challenge them and I can, you can get really interactive with it. Pretty simple. I won't bore you with the details of that. It's kind of straightforward and you can also check it out through the Lava website. I'm going to go into now, create. We're going to go into a loop. Now, at the moment, I haven't plugged anything in. For the next little bit, I'm just going to go through a loop. We're going to play something. Everything's just being picked up from this microphone in front. But I will plug this into my system and give you kind of an A and B of what it sounds like plugged in. Me being a live musician, it's almost irrelevant what it sounds like unplugged. It has to be plugged in. So if you're planning on playing this live, that's going to give you a really good idea of what it sounds like. I've got a couple of other guitars that I'm going to use, which are my regular guitars. So I'm going to plug this in and see what it sounds like compared to just a non-smart guitar, a dumb guitar. Play it against my regular dumb guitar that just happens to be beautiful. So right now we're going to go into a loop. We'll just select the first one there. We're just going to do that. Now, as soon as we hit the record button, it's going to give us a 4 count. Let's go. Let's record. What happened? I guess we'll start that again. Okay. Oh, okay. It's already recorded what I did before somehow. Okay, so I'm gonna delete that. We'll start again. You know, before we start this, I guess that's probably a good example of technology. Nothing's perfect, right? And the more smart you get, the more, you know, the more room for error there is. But the cool thing about this, in their defense, in a company like Lava's defense, is this is software based. So every time there's an update, any little glitches get fixed, right? And so that's something that I've had to deal with all of my pedals. There's glitches in everything, and you know, we've all opened our phone and had an app or whatever, and for no reason it just shut down. So that's something to keep aware of. But you know, that's something that I live with on a day-to-day basis with pedals. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but we'll see. Let's go. There it is. Okay, on all of my guitars I have like a little pick thing, so I keep going here to grab a pick. But I wonder if this stops. No, that's just the drum machine. I was wondering if this drum pedal stopped. That would be cool. That would be a cool update if that not only affected the drum machine, but anytime you did a loop or anything. I mean, this is ideas for future updates. It would be cool if you could have maybe 2 different features for it. The buttons operate in a different format, meaning instead of me having to hit record, it would be cool if one of the buttons here hit record. That's an idea, Lava. All right. That sounded pretty cool. That's kind of a cool little demo. And again, there is no need for external stuff here. You can be in the woods playing this. You can literally be in the woods playing this with those 2 pedals. You don't need any cables.
Actually, that's actually what...
Like, you could take this camping, like...
Okay, so there's a bunch of other features on this. Something that I think everybody should check out, me included, is over here, the practice feature. I'm not going to go into that, but basically you can follow along the tabs, you can slow it down, you can speed it up, you can select your ability level from beginner all the way through to advanced. We've listened to what this guitar sounds like unplugged. What we're going to do is I'm going to reset, plug it in, we'll do an A and B between my guitar and this one. We'll see what it sounds like.
Do a little spin.
Oh, you mean the guitar? You guys, this is actual real wood, right? On the front, not the back. The back is synthetic.
Oh.
The benefits of that is, I mean, you can, well, I guess this bit's wood, but the carbon fiber models, you don't have to worry too much about heat or cold, like crazy temperatures. You can feel a little better about leaving it in your guitar if you need to for, you know, a few hours, which is a total game changer. That is a total game changer.
What did you say?
Leaving it in your car?
Is that what you said?
What'd I say? What did I say? Leaving it in your car. Did I?
You'll see later.
All right. Leave that bit in there. We'll see if I actually said it. You can feel a little better about leaving it in your car. In your car.
In your car.
Leave it in your car. Oh, that must have been what happened before. Maybe
you should have touched it.
Maybe my boobie touched the top of it. Maybe my huge peck. We're plugged in. Out of the line out, I have already A and B just to get the volume to match. So I was able to go into the settings and adjust the output volume to be a little bit more gain to match up with that one. So this is, as you look down here on the floor, I've got the two pedals that Bluetooth direct this guitar and control this guitar. Everything else that you see is my full setup. And I wanted to run it through my full setup, how I would usually run this, but just know that I have none of that on. So it's all running through my same setup, but there's no effects engaged or anything. The only thing I will do when I'm doing the A and B comparison is I'm going to toggle on and off my own reverb that I usually use on stage. So that'll be a really good comparison between the two. All right, this is what it sounds like. It's actually not bad. It's quite mid-rangey. It doesn't go super low, but it's still pretty clear. It's actually much better than what I remember the Lava 3 sounds like. So they've definitely upgraded the pickup system. The electronics in there. Not bad. All right, we're going to turn on some reverb. All right, cool. Chorus. And then the overdrive that I set up. There it is. That's kind of ballsy. It's kind of nice. All right, yeah. Okay, now with my reverb, this is what it sounds like with an analog reverb or analog sounding reverb. Now we're going to A and B it real quick. Put it in this little dock. There's definitely a difference. This is a lot fuller, a lot lower, a lot kind of flatter, but goes down lower. But in fairness, they're two entirely different guitars. I mean, this guitar is designed specifically to be acoustic and have a pickup. There's obviously no electronics. You can't do any of the stuff on this guitar that you can on that. Two entirely different setups. All right, let's plug it back in again. It's definitely much brighter, meaning the treble, the top end, is very present. Admittedly, I can turn that up on my other guitar, but I don't like. I prefer it to be a little flatter, so it leaves room for my voice. But I'm sure you can also adjust the EQ on this guitar. Yeah, that's right. I've just kept it flat on both guitars, just for a comparison. So, well, there you go, you guys. I mean, the Lava Me 4, it's definitely better than the 3. Not that the 3 was bad, but it's definitely better. It's definitely a step up in technology. We see the processing power, the pickup system, integrating the wood in the front. I think it looks very nice. I think also at the price point, I mean, US, these are around the $900 to $1,200 range, depending on what you get. And considering you can get pedals that are very affordable, that also match up with this whole thing, it's smart. You can practice along with it. It's got all of the settings. It's really, truly a one-stop shop. Anybody who needs an excuse to play more guitar, I think it would absolutely suit. Anybody that doesn't have pedals or any effects or anything and really wants to start kind of navigating around that, one of the best things, in my opinion, of this guitar is you've got access to basically all of the effects that you could get from any one specific pedal out on the market. So you can try what you like. You might like chorus, you might like delay, reverb, overdrive, all of those things, but you're not going to know until you try them and find what pedals you like. And at that point, you know, if you're a professional or if you want to take it a step further, then you can go out and buy specific pedals designed for that. But up until this point, I think you've got everything that you can try at your fingertips right here. For me personally, I don't think this is a go-to for a live performance yet, especially because it's still brand new technology. But that's my opinion. That's my review of this Lava Me 4 guitar. I think you should totally check it out, and I think you should also let me know what you think. Are you a traditionalist? Do you not want guitars to get smart, or do you like the idea that these have integrated technology? What do you think? I mean, you know, I like having it, but I'm a professional musician. I get to have guitars in the studio all the time. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm going to give you more content like this. Let me know if you want to see some more reviews, and I'll keep them coming at you. Cheers.
Popcorn covered sweatshirt stunner, shit looks good on you. I wanna rediscover my kid's mother.